Hello everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw a skull trooper. Okay, so let's start out with a quick sketch where I want him to be. He's going to be a little hunched over like this. Draw his arms, his elbows are there, hands might be there. Okay, let's put a leg there, a foot there, and a foot there, because most of the detail is in the suit anyway, right? Let's see. Right, like that, and like that. So I think that's good enough for me. I'm just going to go and start putting in some detail, and I'm going to be using a Sharpie and a thick Sharpie, because that skeleton detail I want to put in with the thinner Sharpie, because it's going to be very fine for something this big. So, you know what, as a matter of fact, let's go ahead and do that for the head first. I like to do the face first. So let's do the eyes of the skull like that. Do another one like that. And let's go ahead and draw the nose too. There we go. So now I can go ahead and put in the eyeballs. Draw this like that. Draw the pupils. Then when I color it in, that'll all kind of disappear and it'll make more sense. So let's go ahead and draw where his mouth is going to be. And then from there, I can draw easy teeth, because we're just going to go loops like that, right? So we're going to go like this. Same thing on the bottom. If it makes it easier for you, just touch where the other one's touched. And you can do the same thing there. So now let's do the inner part like that. Inner part like that. And then he's got a little bit of a cheekbone. Cheekbone. And that is pretty much the face of the skull. So now we can draw the rest of it here. Let's go ahead and draw his chin and the part where the mask goes around, so that's pretty fine too. So we're going to draw that there, come down here and connect it there, and then draw a line going across. Ooh, I need a new pen. Need a new pen, Sharpie. If you want to sponsor me, I'd love to use you, and I'd love to give you a shout out. For now, until you do, I'm using a mystery mark. I'm just kidding. We're using Sharpies. Sharpies are so much fun. So now we're going to draw the rest of it. And I'm going to use the big Sharpie to draw the rest of his head. So I'm going to follow it around here. Give him a small bump for an ear. And go up like this and go around. Come down. Small bump for an ear and go down and connect it. Yours may look like this. Yours may not. That's okay. This is how I draw. You draw how you draw. So he's got kind of a hood that's hanging down here, so I'm going to go ahead and draw some more flaps. Oop, actually I'm going to draw his neck like that. I'm going to draw some more flaps of his hood that go in the back like that. So now I can draw the rest of him. So let's draw his chest first. That'll help me decide what where everything's going to be. I'm going to draw his waist like that. I'm going to come up here and draw his arm like that. And let's draw his little box that he carries on him like this. And he's got a belt. So for now, we're just going to do this, because the details are going to be in that skull, so we don't want to do too much. He's got two belts, actually. I'm going to do that and that for his two belts. And then let's go ahead and do his arms. And let's start here. We're going to do his bicep and come down and do his shoulder into the bicep. Actually, there's the bicep. So now I'm going to do his forearm down to here. Other forearm down to there. And let's do the other side too. I like doing the same ones at the same time. So shoulder, bicep, forearm, forearm, and now let's draw his fists. And let's go ahead and close that off like that so we know where to stop. So I'm going to go out, in, and then this one's going to come out like that, down. I'm going to draw a little T like this, and his knuckles going to go one like that, and then one to close it off. Doing to come down, in, across and down, make that little T, up, and like that. And that's good enough for his fists. So now let's draw his legs. Let's draw this and do a little bit of material like that. Then draw this other one, a little bit of material like that. And that's where his knees are going to be. So let's draw his other one like that. Like this. And he's got shin guards too, like everybody does in Fortnite. So I'm going to draw a little bit of his pant leg like that. A little bit of his knee like that. And draw his shin guard. So now I'm going to start about here in the middle because that's where the front of his leg is. So let's go ahead and do this so it doesn't confuse you. At the back of his leg and shin guard in the front, up like that. This, and that'll be his shin guard. And let's do the same thing here, but it's more from the front. So there's covering up the back like this. That'll be a shin guard like that. And let's draw his boots. He's got the little shoelace protector, I guess is what that is. It's just a neat little design they made. So I'm going to come across like this, down, and that'll count as what that is. So I see a little gap right there, so I'm going to do a little like that to show the back of it. And I'm going to bring his ankle down like that, and the back of it's down like that. And again, this is I want to say foreshadowing, but it's not foreshadowing. It's perspective drawing. This is going to be facing you. This is going to be to the side. So we're going to come down like this, the toe, back, up, and continue, back, up, and continue. And we're going to draw the treads of his shoes too. So we're going to draw little stair steps, which I like to call bricks. And like that. So now that's the basics of them. So let's add some skeleton detail with our Sharpie here. And you're going to go back and color all that in black, and that'll give you the skeleton look. It'll look better than it is right now. So let's go ahead and draw his, first let's draw his dog tags, like that. And another one like that, because they're floating around. And so now we're going to kind of draw the rest of the skeleton. So I'll try to make this easy on you. So we're going to go, and he's got some creases in his material, so I'm going to kind of follow that too. So we're going to come down like this, and go in the middle, and go up like that, and that's his breastbone. And then the rest of them are going to go out like that. So we're going to go like this, and these are his rib cages. And it's not how a real rib cage looks, but it's artistic license to make it look like a, or not look like a rib cage, but represent a rib cage is what it's called. We're going to do like that. Same thing on the other side. And if you think about it, it looks almost like a mustache, you know, if you were to draw it like that. And that's the best way to kind of give the impression of a rib cage. Okay, that'll work for that. And he's got bones going down, so we're going to draw the bones like that. And he has the pelvic bone here. Draw that there. It's going to go down like this, then up and back. And that's pretty close to what a real pelvic bone looks like. Not really, but we're going to say it. And like that. Yeah, it's all about representation, right? So now let's do his femur, which is basically a big bone like that. Let's do another one over here. Okay, and they're painted across his knee pads here. So let's go ahead and do the knee pad detail real fast, just to kind of give us an idea of the lines that are actually in the knee pad. And so now we can go ahead and do this. Draw his knee cap. There's the bone, that's the femur connecting to the kneecap. And so now you're going to do your shin bones here. So there's two. So we're going to do one like that. And then the other one kind of goes back like that. And it's kind of covered up by that line, but that's the way the bones crumble, right? Do another one here like that. Do another one here like that, because you can't quite see from the angle that we're facing. So let's see, let's go ahead and add a little bit of detail for this, a little bit of detail for that, and let's draw his arm bones, and we're close to being done here. So we're going to do this for that arm bone. We're going to do this for that arm bone. And he's got the two here. One over here. And he doesn't have any on his gloves, but he does have the little detail that everybody has with their gloves. So we'll do that. And these last final bones, do two here. And do another one right there, and until we color it, that is the Skull Trooper. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.